Jordan has finally gotten into enough players' heads to throw off the ratings to work in his favor of getting rid of Myles. But to be honest, I don't think Myles is going anywhere. Olivia is the secret influencer, and that's no surprise because Brandon has been playing a slick, nice, sweetheart game and it has put his catfish profile on top. And we are finally heading to the finale, and my nerves are going through the roof. Child, let's talk about it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you are watching this. Hey, y'all. Hey. As you already read the title down below, I'm about to get into season 6, episodes 11 and 12 of The Circle. But before I do, y'all already know what to do. Like this video and show your girl some love. Comment your thoughts because I know you already have them. Hit that notification bell and, of course, click that subscribe button and join the queen, baby. Okay, things are getting hot and heated in the hangout, baby, with QT and Jordan because they are not on the same page. Jordan is trying his damnedest to get QT to flip on her group alliance with Myles and Kyle, and she is not going for it. Rightfully so. What is he thinking? It got to the point where QT was just over it and over Jordan and left the chat and went on to make the decision for herself. And I can't lie, I stand, baby. I stand, okay? She ate that. Come on. We got to give it up. She ate that. We have never seen a influencer chat go down like that. Like, holy fuck. And I loved every bit of it. Every last bit of it. She really gave, like, I tried to give you an opportunity, Jordan, to be, on a winning team, but you fumble. So, therefore, I don't need you. Good day. Goodbye. You can go back to your room now. Conversation over. But then QT fumbled. She fumbled because she decided to block Autumn. This was her chance to get rid of Lauren. Hell, even Olivia. And she went for the weakest link. Like, really? Again? This is the second time she has gone for somebody that holds no power in the game. The person who is in last place and can't get herself out of a rut, that's who you decided to block? See, this is why I can't really root for anyone this season because the moment I think they are on the right path, they let me down and go back to playing this soft-ass game. I understand that Autumn was the only person she really didn't bond with, but the fact that she would have made a big move and kept at least one of her alliances group strong with getting rid of Lauren was so perfect. I feel like this is going to backfire on her because Lauren is going to end up voting her low in the final ratings. At least with Autumn, she could have gotten in one last good talk with her for her chance at a high rating. But with Lauren, I can almost guarantee QT is going to be rated low by her. Like, for sure. So after Autumn's blocking, she went to see Jordan, which made sense because not only was he the person she came into the game with, but she was the closest to him and only him, honestly. No one else would have made sense for her to go see. So their conversation went as expected, and Autumn told Jordan about Lauren and Olivia and how she didn't trust them. And with that being brought up, I thought that Jordan would have, switched up his strategy from Myles and went for them two because they would have been an easier target that could help him stay in the game. But child, he is all in on getting Myles out. So I just don't see it happening. And Michelle hit it right on the head when she said nothing goes Jordan's way, but you still have to love his optimism. I literally screamed when she said that because I keep saying that about him. Hell, at this point, I think we all are saying it. Nothing goes Jordan's way, but one thing about it, he keeps going on. No pivot or nothing. Just staying in this rut and in his route and not letting up. So stand on Jordan, baby. He was hot and heated when it was time for the group chat to start because not only was he mad that no one was making the type of big moves he wanted them to make, but also because QT exiled him from being able to choose who to block out of the game. Baby boy went into the group chat guns blazing at QT the moment he could. But what was funny to me was QT was writing in the chat as if she and Jordan made the choice together. When I say I stand, I stand. I stand a queen like QT, okay? Now, if QT ain't do nothing this season, she did her big one, being an influencer the second time around. I would give her that. But unlike me, Jordan didn't like it and came for her neck, which I think wasn't a smart move because it's not like he has any power or influence in the game. But it's all he can do now is throw things out there to get people thinking, but that don't mean they will take the bait. And if they do take the bait, it doesn't mean they will bring him in on their side. He will always be an outcast. So once he called QT out, she stood in the paint and gave him the energy right back. Baby, I was gooped, gagged, and seated, okay, and wanting to see more. One thing about it, Jordan said, y'all are not getting that fat, sad gay boy energy anymore. I am here to wreck shit, okay? I am here to destroy. But everything he was saying was getting looked past because QT has too many people on her side and everyone is just happy it wasn't them to get blocked. So it really didn't matter what Jordan was saying at the moment, at the moment. But this is the same problem I had with Autumn. They love to explode in group chats and not go to private chats with people they feel they can trust and spill everything out there. But the difference between Autumn and Jordan was, Jordan did both. Overall, it just wasn't a smart move exploding in a chat and showing his hand about QT and Myles being the two that needs to go. He should have did it in private chats because now Myles know that Jordan don't care for him. So he's going to move differently with Jordan. So he lost a person that would have been on his side. Jordan is so angry at this point because it isn't going his way. So now he's spiraling out. And I am loving every minute of it. Jordan did start a ripple effect. Because first, Olivia came in the chat defending QT. Then Myles dropped in defending himself. And then Lauren, with her fake soft girl energy, trying to play both sides, goes in the chat and say she understands QT's decision, but she don't want them two to fight because it's other shady people in the chat trying to sneak in the beef she has with Myles now after what Jordan told her. It was all a mess. But the thing is, when Lauren said that, Kyle got upset because he couldn't believe someone like Lauren, who is being shady and two-sided in the way that she plays the game, has the nerves to call someone else out about doing it. And Kyle just wants Lauren out at this point. He want her gone. After thinking about Lauren's message in the group chat, it kind of backed up my thoughts on QT making a wrong decision by not blocking her instead of Autumn. Lauren can easily get persuaded to go against them based on what Jordan said, whereas Autumn was so down bad, she could have been manipulated to come on their team in my mind. Like, I know she was close with Jordan, but in my mind, she could have been flipped. But I don't know. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts on that. So after the Royal Rumble in the group chat, Lauren started a private chat with Kyle to see where his head was at. And man, Kyle played that chat so smooth. He got everything he wanted up out of Lauren without her suspecting a thing about him being the one that started the Get Lauren Out campaign. I love a player that can keep it cute and on mute at the right time. Jordan need to take some lessons. After the Lauren and Kyle chat, we got a Kyle and Jordan private chat where basically Jordan was trying to get Kyle to vote him high because he would do the same for Kyle, and he was also telling him that he's sitting in the middle of the other alliances. And to be honest, Jordan is right, but Jordan is a wild card. That's why it's hard to be on his side fully. But I do think that is something Kyle should think about because what Jordan said was true. When it comes down to it, there is Lauren and Olivia and Myles and QT, and Kyle is right in the middle. Although Olivia and Kyle have a thing going on too. I just don't know Olivia, aka Brandon's, real motives as far as who will be his top, Kyle or Lauren. But I feel it probably is Kyle at this point in the game because he did say he would join the Kyle, Myles, and QT alliance after he had a chat with Myles and, they talked about Lauren and how she was feeling about Myles. And now that I'm thinking about that chat, it seems like the whole ride or die partner twist only worked for Olivia and Myles. Both of them stayed true to each other and incorporated one another into their gameplay while everyone else went back to what they were doing in the beginning of the game. I just realized that. But Circle, don't do that shit again. People do not deserve to go down because someone else goes down, okay? So moving on in the game, they have the opportunity to send each other gifts, and basically Jordan, Myles, and Lauren didn't get a gift. But QT got one gift from Kyle. But to be honest, I am mad that he sent it to her. She did not need a gift from him. And I feel like Kyle is putting too much effort into his relationship with QT when she has given him the bare minimum. And may I remind everyone that QT was putting major targets on the Kyle, her so-called brother, back in the beginning of the season. She would say she's cool with him, but when it was time to be anonymous, she would throw shots his way, putting negative light on him. Hell, beyond being anonymous, she was the one to call him out as a damn AI when they had that chat. And it seems like he quickly forgot about all of that. I feel like he should be cool with QT, but not gift-giving cool. He should have sent it to Olivia just to reassure her about, the alliance that them two have going on. And plus, he was flirting with her, so you got to make her feel good. Duh. You know how this go. But hell, Olivia got all the damn gifts anyways, damn near. And this was the point I was like, oh, wait. Olivia has become a top player in the game out of nowhere, and no one has peeped it until now. So Brandon, aka Olivia, got a gift from Lauren, QT, and Myles. Lauren, I understood because Olivia was the closest person Lauren has in the game. QT, I didn't quite understand, but maybe she was sending her a gift of reinsurance. And Myles, well, Olivia has been looking out for Myles, so he had to show her some, appreciation, so that made sense to me. But because she got the most gifts, it definitely puts a target on her back as someone people need to watch out for. And I think people are going to start rating her low again. Because low-key, Olivia has been on the top a few times. She just never been an influencer because all these damn random ass twists and games that the Circle and Michelle keep throwing at them. So she never really been an influencer for real. Also, Kyle got gifts from Olivia and Jordan. And of course, Olivia sending him a gift made sense because they have been flirting, which is why I'm still confused on why he sent it to QT. Maybe he didn't want his wife back home to feel some type of way because, I mean, that's the only thing I can think about. I just don't understand why he sent it to QT. I just really don't get it. But along with that gift, he got something from Jordan. And of course, that was a strategic move on Jordan's part. At this point, everything Jordan does is strategy. My guy said he is not leaving this game until something of his work, okay? And he's doing everything in his power. So Kyle knew why Jordan sent him the gift, but everyone else didn't. So it kind of made things look crazy for Kyle because Jordan is supposed to be your op to you and your alliance. So why is he out here being so nice to you? It was just a smart move on Jordan's behalf, honestly. Moving on to the last episode, child. Whew. The big one before the finale. We get into Myles having a conversation with Lauren. And I was so happy about this conversation because this was needed in order for Myles to honestly and truly know what Jordan has been saying and doing when it comes to getting rid of him and putting a target on his back. So basically, Myles wanted to clear the air with Lauren, and at this point, we all know Lauren is so easy when it comes to what people tell her. She's so too nice for my liking. Like, where's your backbone, girl? She's mad at Myles because of what Jordan told her, but as soon as Myles wrote her, she was all giggly at what he said, talking about, OMG, I didn't know we had so much in common. I didn't know he liked anime. Girl, he looked just like a damn anime character. Please. This is something I would have known just looking at him. And I don't even watch anime. But anyways, Lauren just kills me because she is so easily manipulated. So she was expressing how she was happy that Jordan came to her with the information about Myles calling her Two-Face. But not once did she question if he was telling the truth or not, because right now, Jordan is the oddball out. So he can be telling her anything to get her to be on his side. So the moment she heard that, she should have went to Myles and not Kyle if she felt some way about Myles, and should have asked him if it was true. To be honest, this whole situation should have been a multiple Lauren on top, and she should have been playing both sides. But she is just so lackadaisical in her gameplay. So once she told Myles what happened, baby, Myles flipped the fuck out because he has finally caught on to Jordan and what he has been doing as far as dragging his name through the mud and leading this get rid of Myles campaign. It was so funny seeing him mad. I can't lie. He had every right to be, because even though all of Jordan moves don't come through, it did leave a little dent on Myles in his status in the game. Just a little something, nothing too bad. So after Lauren and Myles cleared the air, Lauren still felt the need to be on Team Jordan because she felt like he was being open and honest and real. But girl, you just got proof that he lied to you. Like, what the hell? Yes, Jordan is blunt about things, but we are not about to say he's been keeping it real, because one thing about it, Jordan has been making up hella lies throughout this whole game. His whole game. You're just falling for it. I wish she got blocked and we still had Cassie at this point. Moving on, we get into a chat with Kyle and Brandon, aka Olivia, and Kyle is basically trying to save face with Olivia because he didn't send her a gift, and he better be lucky that Brandon is understanding and was okay with it, because had it been me, he would have been having to do more than apologize through this private chat. Hell, if Myles can send pancakes to QT, you need to find a way to get something to me to make up for your shortcomings, my guy. Nah, but they were cool after the apology and basically came to a conclusion that they are each other's number one and plan on rating each other as such. Then Jordan started a chat with QT and got straight to it, basically on some, girl, I don't have a chance in winning this game, but if you help me stay in the game to the end, I can help you by rating you high and getting you to the top to win, because you're a gamer, I'm a gamer, I want a gamer to win. Now, one thing about Jordan, he is going to have a good talk game that would sound so good that you are tempted to fall for it. But QT knows she really doesn't need Jordan and she fully doesn't trust him, rightfully so. But of course, she let him know it ain't no guarantees, but I will definitely think about your offer. And that's respect, because Jordan knows everything he has done has made him a untrustworthy player. So he can't think that everyone will be like Lauren and fall for his mess. Also, in this episode, we seen the players get messages from their family, which is always heartwarming and sweet, and everyone messages was so freaking cute, making me a little teary-eyed. But I can't lie, y'all, I had to fast forward because, man, I need to know what's about to go on in this game. Like, what's about to go down? I don't have time for the emotions, okay? My nerves is just too bad for it right now. But what I can say is Jordan having a black boyfriend is so on brand. His attitude gives that. QT mama was giving me life, okay? And Myles' moment may have hit me the most with his aunt. It was really, like, you know, a lot of good moments. So it was so sweet. Moving on from all the emotions, QT started a chat with her guys, Myles and Kyle. And they basically talked about Jordan and how messy he is and how he is basically coming for all of them. So, of course, they want to get him out. But to be honest, Kyle has to really think about his next moves because I don't think that Jordan should get out. I think they should take Lauren out and keep Jordan because he's not going to win. Point blank, period. No way, no how, because no one will vote him high. But Lauren, on the other hand, she's a tricky one. She's a real tricky one. And she can easily slide her way to the top by default. So I don't know. I get the hype with wanting him out because of what he's doing. But hell, he is doing it to everyone low key, and it ain't no secret. So after the Threats Fuego group chat, Jordan started a group chat with Olivia and Lauren. And baby, when I say Jordan is not fucking up and fighting for his life, I mean it. The proof is in the pudding. But where he always messes up is he would throw out these random ass game plans that wouldn't make any sense for nobody gameplay but his. And he really is thinking that is gonna work. Like, I mean, if you're Lauren, it works. But a person with some sense, it just wouldn't work. Like, why in the hell would I rate you number one? Boy, bye. Get away from me with this, Apollo. And poor Brandon stuck in the middle because he don't want to work with Jordan, but he also still need him so he can vote Olivia high. Listen, this game is so tricky. It's a lot. It really is a lot, and you really have to go in with the attitude kind of like Jordan's and not care about anyone but yourself and not catch feelings about certain things because it's a game, and tell people what they want to hear and play the game you want to play, period. I never understood why Brandon always gets so emotional. But then after seeing that message with him and his mom and him and the real Olivia, I kind of see it. Like, I kind of see the type of person that he is. So I could see why he's so emotional. Like, that's just really him deep down. Like, it's no changing that. He is who he is. But I'm over here like sucking the hell up and get to the bag. Get to the money. We don't have time for tears. I've been telling you that from the beginning. Moving on to the ending of the show, it's time for them to rate, and it is revealed to them that the player that is rated the highest will be the top secret influencer. And immediately, based on the way they were voting, I knew that Olivia was going to be the influencer. I knew it. I think that the Tres Fuego should have all voted for Kyle to be their number one, because their votes, along with Olivia rating him pretty high, and a chance of Jordan rating Kyle high, would have put Kyle as the influencer. But because they ass so stuck on who has always been their number one, they didn't think about it that way, which was a fumble on their part. Kyle has always been a swing vote, but he's also loyal. So that's the person you should always boost up in your ratings, especially since QT and Myles both have targets on their back. So them being at the top wasn't happening anymore. Like, it was over for them. They are never going to be influencers again. It's over. Point blank, period. So Brandon, aka Olivia, was probably the only person, along with Jordan, making smart moves with their voting. Lauren has always been a wild card, so her voting didn't make sense because it didn't seem like she was voting to put herself on top, even though that never was going to happen anyways. So here are my predictions. I think that Olivia is going to block QT because she believes QT to be a threat. So that means Myles, Kyle, Jordan, and Lauren will get to the top and be in the finale. And with that happening, I think that maybe, just maybe, Kyle will be the winner of this season because he isn't a threat, but he also isn't a person at the bottom. Like, he's kind of in the middle. And Myles will still be in the game, so people will look at him more than Kyle more as a threat. Those are my thoughts. But I think Jordan may go in stirring, some shit up that will throw the ratings off. So it might get tricky if he's still in the game. But we shall see in the final episode. Anyways, I want to hear from y'all on these 2 episodes. So like this video and show your girl some love. Sound off in the comments with your thoughts and let me know how y'all felt. Hit that notification bell, and last but certainly not least, subscribe and join the Queen and Baby. Bye.